There's only one Rival 9 setup for ranked play, but what people don't know is that there's a new secret build that's actually banned in the competitive league. So the Rival is the #1 SMG to be using right now in ranked play, and in some people's hands it seems like a god weapon, and then sometimes when you use it, it seems like the worst weapon. That's because you gotta hit the first shot in the gunfight. If you don't hit the first shot, you're not gonna really land the extra shots. This isn't the class right here. I don't have any attachments on the gun. Basically, if you want your gun to feel like an AR, you gotta hit the first shot on the enemy, and you are gonna want to go over to the barrel and run the clear shot barrel. This can increase the aim and idle stability, making it easier to hit the first shot. When you hit that first shot, then aim assist is going to help you control the recoil, which is why in some players' hands it looks like an AR, like there's absolutely no recoil and they're beaming across the map. It's because they're hitting the first shot. We also get some bullet velocity. We're also going to give more damage range and overall a lot of recoil control, which usually we would run this barrel because the muzzle would be bringing down the damage range, but we are going to be running a different muzzle today. Before that though, you guys can see we are losing a lot of our mobility, losing our accuracy, we're losing our sprint to fire speed, which really is not good, but those pros heavily outweigh those cons, and we are going to be using some other attachments to mitigate those cons. By the way, are you hard stuck in rank play and want to boost? Then I would check out my long-term sponsor Cbass. They will play in your account to legitimately boost up your rank, and they can also unlock anything you wish on the game. You can scour the internet and you won't find a single negative review. I'll have their link in the description. So the attachment that's going to bring up the cons of the barrel is going to be an underbarrel, obviously, and you got two different options. You guys already know this because a lot of this class is pretty similar to the one that you're probably already rocking. You want to run the hand stop or the Phantom 5 hand stop. The difference between the two is that usually like newer players will run the Phantom, and then a more experienced player will run the hand stop. When you run the hand stop, when we look at the detailed stats, you guys can see we can move around the map quicker. Therefore, we can get to like, you know, cutoffs. We can just get around the map and see the enemies quicker, and then we can strafe a little bit quicker, making it easier to activate that rotational aim assist, as well as we are getting a lot of handling, bringing up the cons of that barrel. With the Phantom, you guys can see we don't get a mobility increase, so you will be a little bit slower, but we are going to get the same amount of handling. What we also get is some recoil control, making it a little bit easier to use at range, and that's why it's a more of a beginner underbarrel, because a pro player, someone who's very good, doesn't really need more recoil control, especially with the muzzle I'm going to be showing you. Another very good underbarrel. It's very underrated. I know it doesn't look that good, but if you're a little bit newer to the game, or you're just a fan of your gun having absolutely no recoil where you don't even have to control it, try out the Bruin Heavy. It's going to add so much recoil gun kick and horizontal recoil control. You will have a little bit more vertical, but you won't notice that at all. This Bruin Heavy is absolutely insane on there. What I recommend most of you guys to run though is going to be the DR6 hand stop. Now we need a little bit more recoil control on the weapons, so a lot of players always think close quarters. You're going to want to run the Marauder because this one gives you the gun kick control and the firing aiming stability, as well as aiming idle stability, removing that sway, making it easier to hit the first shot. And when you do fire the gun's not going to shake as much. The recoil is already easy to control. It's just a lot of visual recoil. This is going to eliminate a lot of that visual recoil because we get the recoil gun kick as well as firing aim and stability. And then we are losing a little bit of our strafe speed and our crouch movement speed, but that's okay because the underbarrel is going to be bringing up those cons if you are running the DR6. With the close quarters, it looks like we get more recoil control, but we don't get any firing aim and stability or any aiming idle stability, which honestly is the main part that helps you control the recoil. And we are going to be losing sprint speed and tactical sprint speed. Usually you're going to be tack sprinting and sprinting around the map, so you don't really want to lose those. It's okay to lose a little bit of your strafe speed. Now our gun has like no recoil. We got a lot of damage range. We are going to be adding one special attachment. I'm just about to get into that. And then before that though, we are going to be running a rear grip. If you are going to swap out anything, I would swap out the rear grip. Like if you need more ammo, you're a little bit newer and you need ammo, obviously run the 40. Do not run the 50. You don't really need an optic. I don't even recommend you guys trying it. Like just get used to the iron sights since they're great. Lasers obviously are banned in rank play. Ammunition banned in rank play. High grain rounds are very broken though. But so the underbarrel I recommend you guys to run is going to be the Rival Vice Assault grip. You guys probably already know this. It's going to increase that gun kick control, making the gun really not shake at all. You get the firing aim and stability and the recoil gun kick. We're losing a little bit of our aim and idle stability, but we are using other attachments to bring up that, so it's going to kind of cancel out in a way. Now the gun overall very, very balanced, but there's a little bit of like kick on the gun, a little bit of recoil to where it's still just a little bit hard to use. Like the recoil is easy to control, but that recoil gun kick makes it a little bit hard to see that recoil. So even if you hit the first shot, still not as stable. Previously, or what currently a lot of people run, is going to be the Purifier. We're not going to be running this. Also, today's gameplay, if you want to get better, actually watch MD breaking down 2 pro players using the build. Well, not this exact build. They're running the Purifier muzzle because they're pros. The reason everyone is running it is because we are going to be getting a lot of firing aim and stability. It's going to eliminate these side-to-side bounce, yet we are going to be losing a lot of our damage range, and that's why we got the barrel on there. So a attachment that I believe is G8. I could be wrong, but I'm like very confident it is G8, which means banned. All the pros and people came together and were like, yo, this is too broken, let's not use it in the pro matches. And then so a lot of players like to follow those GAs within rank play because all the rules are the same. So compensated flash hider, this is on like a lot of my guns, it's on my AR, it's on a lot of my pub setups. This one's gonna add a lot of horizontal recoil control as well as a lot of vertical, losing a little bit of our bolt velocity, but you shouldn't really notice it that much. We are losing some of our ADS speed, but I'd rather lose a little bit of our ADS speed rather than our damage range. And so now this thing is actually going to kill quicker at range. You have more recoil control, a little bit more side-to-side bounce, but there's no vertical. There's overall super balanced. You guys can see very easy to use at long range. This thing is stupid easy. If you want to be even easier, you can have the Phantom 5 underbarrel. It'll be super easy. Keep in mind, you got to hit the first shot. That's when you're going to get the insane aim. You guys want to take a screenshot? Here you guys go. This thing is absolutely mental. Phantom 5 is also pretty good on it. Just try out the Zemp compensated flash hider. This thing is going to remove the visual shake because we get firing aim stability, overall recoil control, and it's going to shorten the time that you're on the radar. So the enemies are going to have a little bit of a harder time finding where you're at. Still, you know, a good player will find where you're at, but overall, you got to try this build. It is so broken. So in the in rank play, this is not rank play right here. So in rank play, I usually run the short barrel on there just for a little bit more mobility, slate reflector, eclipse arrow, so I can move around the map a little bit quicker. I don't run a magazine, I don't run a trigger action. And then for the muzzle, the one that I like the most is going to be one for recoil control, which is actually banned in the pro league. So if you want to follow the pro leagues, I would not do that, like not run a muzzle, or an optic. I believe that's G8 as well, but this is what I usually run when I'm playing rank play. And then for the other stuff, I'll run the Semitex on like Rio. I'll run the frag grenade when I'm playing on any other map in the game, and then I'll run the stun. And then okay, so one thing you guys can do, marksman gloves with the dead silence. So if you're playing respawn, you can still be quiet around the map, but with the lightweight boots, you can move around very quickly, making it so the enemies don't really expect you because you're moving around a lot quicker than when you want to be silent. You run the dead silence. Search and destroy, I always recommend you guys to have covert sneakers on, so it's good to make 2 different classes. Marksman gloves, I believe that's actually G8 as well. Marksman gloves with an SMG is insane. Usually I run the assault gloves so I can jump ADS a little bit quicker, but with the marksman gloves, you're gonna have a little bit less flinch, so if the enemy shoots at you, you have a way higher chance of actually still being able to win that gunfight, and it removes the sway, making the gun even easier to use. Assault's still good. Ordnance gloves are very underrated as well, but marksman gloves with the SMGs are actually so underrated. Then EOD, so you don't have to worry about nades. Now let's get into the crazy gameplays if you want to get better. Yo, ladies and gents, so we got Shottzy right here. He's not running the rival class I just gave you. He's using the pro player one. Just, you know, he's a little bit better if you're not the best player, or you want to take advantage of things that are banned in the pro league, then you use the build I gave you. The reason we're reacting today is because I get so many comments of just people enjoying these reaction ones where I kind of break down what he's doing, and so you'll probably learn a lot. Most people enjoy these. Last time I broke down my own gameplay. Today we're going to be looking at Shottzy's, then I got Dashy's after, and bro, they are insane players. They play for Optic if you don't know that, and you know, if you just kind of copy them, watch what they're doing, you're going to learn a lot. One thing you can't copy, though, is their aim. One reason they have very good aim is that center, and that white dot, very good at just knowing where the enemy's going to be at, so he just pulls the trigger, and boom. Okay, and then I got my cat joining us on the watch party, too. What's up, Luna? Okay, I can't even see my screen at all. Just so you guys can see. Luna. Over here, he's going for the rotation. He's trying to flip the spawns. This guy have cardboard. They got one guy in the back. They're not anchoring though heavy, so they know the enemies are still spawning back there. Yeah, so he's picking them off. This is one big thing. You got to memorize where the enemies are spawning and like how far you can push for the enemies to spawn out or spawn in. He memorizes all that, so that's why he knows to keep on looking over here. He knows the enemies are going to continue to spawn on this side, and goddamn, dude. Holy fuck. I just get amazed. Like, I'm not even glazing. It's just like, this guy is a crazy. This is why he's a superstar, which that's actually a big not controversy, just big discussion in the COD community if he's a superstar or not. I'm not a pro, so I don't really have an opinion, but I think he is. So now he's playing for the next road. He's playing for the next hill. He knows the enemies still have those back spawns and they're going to be pushed into the bridge. So that's why he was over on the bridge. He kills them from the bridge. He's in middle. When you're in middle area and you kill the enemies and your teammates have the back spawns, the enemies are going to spawn top right side. That's one thing you got to memorize. If you look up this one guy on YouTube named Harz, Harrz, I'll have him pinned in the comments down below. That guy describes all the spawns on the map, and that's how you'll kind of learn everything. And
how do I lose that?
I feel like you should have won that, but it's probably the pack of loss. This game, the recent update completely killed the game. Every single game I get into, I packet burst. I'm lagging. My teammates are lagging. It's crazy what they did, and it even feels like you're playing on like input delay. Like something in the recent update fucked up everything. He's getting a bunch. So now he's going for... Okay, I've actually never really seen this rotation. Usually, I just go from P1 and try to hold the cardboard and things. Bro, it's so funny when they like put someone's face on the cruise. Shout out to Valvidian, code Cbass 20% off if you want to get better at the game. This is one thing. You don't even gotta drink Valvidian. Just Alpha GPC, which is in here. It's just a normal, regular supplement. That improves your memory and your focus. Oh my god, it's game changer. And it's a little bit placebo, but it actually genuinely helps. Which is why a lot of like sport commentators take it. And so this is in there. If you want some Valvidian, you want to try it out, but go in the description. Got the link in there. Code Cbass 20% off. Absolutely phenomenal drink. The player of World Series of Warzone was drinking this when he won. So, you know, that shows you. And they're all sponsored by Monster, though. So, you know, they can't get the good stuff. They got the good bag, though. Not me, though. Okay. Over here. Let's start digesting what he's doing. Obviously, his teammates are behind him. So, the enemies are going to spawn in front. Basically, wherever your teammates are, that's typically where the enemies are going to be. Damn. Fucking slammed. Slammed.
Mind blown.
See this guy on the bridge? One thing. I know a lot of you guys don't do this. Gotta look at the radar. What are you doing? You got a radar. That tells you everything. Whenever someone fires their gun, you're going to see them on the radar. I even struggled to do that in my own gameplays. Like, not in like pubs necessarily, but in rank play when it gets super hectic. A lot of time I'll forget to look at the radar, even though I know the radar is so helpful. So always look at the radar. Always look at it. He saw that guy on the radar. He knows he's behind the truck. You can literally get pinpoint exactly where the enemy is.
Getting lagging. We're lagging.
See, you know, when I'm lagging like that, before my buddies were getting that lag, they're like, oh, Cbass, it's in your head. Ah, dude, we're all lagging. The game's fucked up.
Bro, I'm lagging. I swear.
I don't know if that was lag.
You guys probably can't even.
I don't know if that one was lag. No, I don't know. Pings are very broken. You can ping the enemies and it will literally like stay on them for like 5 seconds. It should be out of the game. It literally should not be in the game because you can literally ping them and see them run into cover and you know exactly where they're at and you know exactly where the chow is. So sometimes when you think someone's hacking, you might have just been pinged. Which is why another reason it's so hard to detect hackers in the game. One video you guys should watch is how bad is cheating in Call of Duty. That video shows you how you literally cannot tell if someone's cheating. It is insanely realistic and just untrackable completely. That's why I want to be able to play ranked on console rather than PC, so I can just play crossplay off and only play against consoles. Still can hack on console, but it's way more difficult and like way more advanced compared to PC. PC is super easy, so I really do want to switch. But I play with an Xbox controller, and I would have to then play crossplay on Xbox, crossplay off on Xbox. So that means I would only play against Xbox users, and there's not that many, so it'd take a long time to find a game. And a lot of my buddies use PlayStation controllers, so I wouldn't be able to play with them. So I gotta learn the PlayStation controller so I can avoid cheaters and just play on the PS5. I didn't know about that spot right there. I know you can be on the telephone, but I didn't know you could jump up again. All these off angles, if you do those in game, those will really fuck up your enemies. Right here, he knows spawns are going to be flipping. Well, he needs to flip spawns because the hard point's over there. So might as well go through here, get a couple picks. Hold these spawns. They should still be spawning. Yeah. Look at that. We just know. Going back here is going to block spawns. This is called blocking spawns.
No way.
The enemies were going for the same thing. Shottzy knew that, so that's why he was in that area in that off angle. Nameless picked him up. I probably would have died in that situation if I was going against Shottzy, because I would not predict someone to be there. Gotta be in those unpredictable spots. Call of Duty, literally a game of predictions. And a lot of it's knowing too. If you kill someone somewhere, you should know exactly where they're spawning and where they're going to be based off that spawn, or like a, you know, have a lot of information. Remember, watch that Harz guy, HARRZ. I'll have him in the comments. Tell him I sent you. That guy literally breaks down all the spawns, so then when you kill someone, you know where they're going to be spawning. Damn, if you got that 3-piece, easy dub from there.
No, I was getting 100 down and then 10 up. And then
like right here, I need to go back and watch those videos again. But when he spawned back on the Eskies, on their side Eskies, that should tell you exactly where the enemies are at. Like you can literally tell where the enemies are based off where you spawned. And you got to look at the radar to see where your teammates are. You got to use all that information to figure out where they're at. Right there, he didn't see anyone in the front, so he's like, okay, they got to be in the back. Remember, he's going against like top 250 iridescents. I'm not iridescent yet. I got to play against a lot of iridescents since a lot of my friends are iridescents, but right now I'm just in crim. We should be able to, no, I'll for sure hit iridescent by the end of the season, because I think we still have like 3 weeks or something. I just only get like 30-40 SR per game, so it takes a bit. Right there, finessing. The enemies aren't predicting where he's just very good at the movement. This is like, he's literally the most entertaining POV that you can watch. Because he just has all these spots and everything. And a lot of these, he goes into custom games, private match, and runs around the map and sits in those spots and practices moving around like that and doing the jump spots. When you do the jump spots over and over, that's when you're going to learn them. Because you'll watch these, but then you'll forget to do them in game. So it's good to watch the video, then go into a private match and do this, like watch them and play at the same time. But just go into private match and just practice those spots and like practice channeling corners and practice having good centering in like a private match. You can play against bots too. And just you can learn a lot from just being in the private match. Like if you spam ranked play over and over, you're not going to really get better. You'll get a little bit better, but you're not going to get that much better. You'll get way better when you watch the videos of how to get better, you know, like watching Harz, so you learn the spawns, so then when you spawn in, you know where the enemies are. Right here, Shottzy's gonna spawn in.
Wait, what?
Bro, my best is 56, and that was when I was in bronze.
What the fuck?
Jesus, and he's in iridescent top 250. Right there, from that back spawn, he knows the enemies are top left corner.
Oh, let me drop 50.
Right there, he knows where the enemies are based off the radar and where he spawned. So you need to know about that on every spawn and every map and everything. Spawns in this game are pretty bad though, so it's a little tough at time. Like invasion is horrible.
It's because both of them are the same operator.
That's how you get better, is learning that stuff. Harz on YouTube. That guy will teach you everything. Just binge watch them all if you really do want to get better, and then go into private matches and just practice your movement and your centering. Like even practice running up the Eskies of the best way to chow, or how far you can push up the Eskies before the enemy sees your head. Practice all that and get all that knowledge. You know, right there, he didn't even mean to jump off. Wait, right there, the game patched that. Like, he did not mean to jump off that thing. Right here, the game pushes you off now. They patched right there. It pushes you off. See how he slid off? So annoying. Which you can kind of use as your advantage, but not really. It's not really too helpful. He's tweaking. He's getting pissed. Next gameplay, guys. Dashy using it. He's playing Search and Destroy. Got like 16 kills against pro players. And then I think he went to Control and Karachi, so you guys can learn a lot in there. Bro, they still haven't won? Bro, imagine the enemies come back. See, this happens. I've done this before where I'm like, we're at like 150 points and the enemies are at 249. This is the craziest hardpoint game of my life. There we go. 55? Bro, my best game ever. I thought he was playing against top 250s. My best game ever, 56 kills in a bronze lobby. Let me know in the comments, what's your highest kill game right now?
Time to get out.
Ladies and gents, we got Dashy here. There's a lot of editing at the beginning, like first few rounds, and then it calms down. So the play that they're doing right now, if we look at the minimap, they're going to be going over to P1. They got the smokes, so then they can rush into P1 without the enemies seeing them. Then they got one guy going through books, or he's going through dreams. Basically, that guy on the right is going to be watching the hallway. These three guys are going to be going through the smokes. He almost dies. He still gets through, though. That's why the smokes are very helpful. Very helpful, because, you know, it's just you're concealed. Especially when you got the sub. Right now, he's just trying to get information. He sees his teammates got like control of everything, and he's so good to where he just kind of knows the timings of everything. So like, I'll go do that play, and then I'll die instantly. But then he does the play and pops off. So It's just practice makes perfect, and that's again why I say to go on private matches and practice doing all that.
He says we're good. He says we're good. We're good.
We're good. We're good.
And drink some Valvidian. Sorry, Infused Focus, the brand's Valvidian, but they only have one drink, so it's called Valvidian.
Their library, I'm pretty sure. They're all on me.
Right there is a little bit crazy, because when the enemies smoke this area, usually a lot of players will push back, even including myself. I won't really run through the smoke on this side because the players have the advantage. They're all rushing forward. But since he's got the lightweight boots, he got there a little bit quicker than the enemies might expect. And he's just going to hit them with the angle. And he kind of he predicts where they're going to be going. And he sees his teammate on the right. That's going to be a lot of distraction. He's got a teammate looking down the hallway. So he knows the enemies are only going to be in front of him.
Looking left, bro.
He knows the pillar's right there. He's playing off the pillar. He hears the enemies run past, or he knows his teammates in the gunfight. Basically, a lot of game sense, a lot of quick thinking. He gets the information quickly, he digests it quickly, and then he spits it out quickly.
Do you have a trophy with that smoke? Oh my god.
That sounds
Run away,
crazy.
Caesar. We need you. We need you running away after this.
Doing the same exact thing because it worked out last time. A lot of enemies won't expect you to do the same thing twice. Right there, he knows the enemies are going to predict that in a way, so he's like, okay, let's push back. Terminal also is just a horrible map. This map, it looks cool, but it just doesn't play well at all. Right here, usually I'd be dead. I don't know how he's not dead. He got stunned literally out in the hallway, and he's not dead. Look on the radar. He sees one in the cockpit. He knows one's close. The guy chowed him. He gets the pick.
He's bottom left turn.
He's weak.
Literally go into a private match and practice doing this. Practice sliding and looking out the window as fast and as accurately as possible.
In bath.
I talked about this a lot in the class setup portion too, but you want really good accuracy, you got to hit the first shot. Oh my god. This I haven't seen this yet, so I don't know if he gets this.
Oh my god, he's won. I'm not even trolling. He's won.
That's crazy. You see, like other players use the rifle, beams use the rifle, it misses completely, just because you probably missed the first shot. If you hit the first shot and you're on controller, then you got the aim assist helping you.
Yes.
You're good at this, buddy. You're good at this.
2-4 smokes that fucking Esky.
Damn, that's such a good play. I honestly need to try doing that. I usually just run an AR, but that looks so fun, so mixy and fun.
You have the smoke, Brand?
Of course not.
My bad. Oh, and he should be done. Oh, he smoked them out.
Dominate the right side bomb on the SK steps, okay?
It helps when you have very good teammates as well.
Top 3 dead.
Like, I love when I pop off and do the best, but then I'm still somehow at the bottom. That's the best.
Where?
Because then if you slack, you know, your teammates pick it up. But if they slack, you got to be able to pick it up.
No, I'm not.
1v1 now. He sees him, he got the information.
I saw him.
Ain't no bombs down there.
Next gameplay, I think there's less editing and cuts though. So the reason he was checking out dreams is because he saw the guy cross into plane area, and he went into plane area. He checked bottom, didn't see him in the plane. He's like, okay, he's got to be in the dreams. He doesn't see him over here, so now he's like, okay, he's got to be on B, and he's over on B. And he hit the first shot. Insane reaction time. Jesus. Oh, also, you see that one thing? He didn't just ADS and flick over. He un-ADS, flicked over, then re-ADS. That's a lot easier. It is way easier to play like that. You get like more aim assist. And he hit first shot. Boom. Insane. That's literally one thing that I like think about. I'm like, is it impossible? Like for me, example, is it impossible for me to get to his level? Even if I put in as much hard work? I think it's impossible because I think it's like talent mixed in with hard work. So it's like an insane amount of hard work with talent.
I'm actually putting on an
That's what creates a superstar, in my opinion. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one.
Main rival.
Why just laugh like that? Fuck me.
I don't mean to demotivate some of you, but you never know if you're superstar level until you put in the work.
Oh my god. In book. Oh god, throw me.
3 of them in the middle. They're just stacking this whole thing. A lot of players, including myself, will run right through library. You'll smoke out hallway, run right through the library, go into white, go into B, just get control of the whole area. They knew they were doing that, so they doubled up in there, and they're just really watching that.
He's in book. Oh my god. I actually couldn't crouch up. I swear to god I couldn't crouch up.
Bro, see? My chat's trolling me. There's times where I'm like, I can't stand up. And they're all like, oh no, Cbass, your ass. Nah, look.
I swear to God.
Ashy couldn't stand up.
You chat. I swear to God, I could have.
See with the lag too. This game is messed up.
One ramp.
It's just because he was a little bit too
back.
close to cover.
Oh my God, did he check? One guy's book.
He would have won that if that guy didn't. If Diamond Con, which is a pro player, if he didn't have an AR.
Bomb not moving. Going top red right now.
Hallway left side.
Nice try.
Sometimes I feel bad for these pro players when they aren't in the league anymore or something like that. Super
Do you have a
random.
trophy? Do you have
But
trophies?
they have so much skill that they can easily pop
Bring
off
him
doing
P1.
content.
Bring
Like
them
if I could
P1.
do, if I had this skill,
Give me a
bro,
smoke.
I
Give me a
would be
smoke.
averaging thousands of viewers. Because if we're averaging hundreds, almost 1,000 some days,
One's gonna be top third
more
league.
so when
I
rank
need
play
him.
came out, you know, when the game was really popping, and I was shit in the bed, bro. Imagine if I was this good.
I feel this
Where's
kid
back left?
shot this shit. You got pinched?
He's got the information. He knows they're back there. A lot of it's just playing for picks. Whoever dies first, typically in search, the other team's gonna win. So if you, if your team gets the first blood, like kills the first player, you're typically gonna win that round. If you don't win that round, someone sold somewhere and just scammed really badly. You should always win if you get first blood. The Sky's got first blood, so Dashy's for sure gonna win this.
I'm not planning, bro. I'm not planning.
Always gotta stay strapped with the chapstick too.
No,
I got my second kill. I'll take it.
my bad, my bad.
Bro, what the fuck did he just do?
I'm planning, I'm planning.
Motherfucker, see, he hit first shot, he started missing, so he stopped firing, then started firing again so he could hit that first shot. When you hit that first shot, it is insane how much easier it is to control the gun. Motherfucker dropped 16. I don't think I've dropped 16 a single time. Actually, no. One time in rank play search. And I think that was when I was still in Diamond.
I don't give a.
Jesus. Jesus. Yo, leave a like and subscribe with the noise on for that one.
I'm using marksman on the.
Next gameplay goes crazy. Also, he just said right there, he's running marksman. They're GAing that in the game because marksman makes it so you don't really have as much flinch. I used to always run assault gloves. Bro, the marksman gloves. Oh my God, you have no flinch. When you're using SMG, it helps so much. You just saw him in palms, but I didn't see him. Also, you know when you're spectating, you notice more than when you're playing. So that's why a lot of the time it's good when someone's like spectating you. Like if you have a teammate, not in like a backseat gaming way, but in a way where your teammate can kind of help you find the enemies or just, you know, really pay attention because you might see something that your teammate doesn't see.
Yeah, boys.
That can help. Oh, okay, so this is hardpoint Karachi. Try to memorize what he's doing and memorize where the enemies are spawning and where he's going after he kills someone and where he's going after he spawns in. Oh, I guess they cut a lot, so that's why you guys probably love raw gameplay as well. Next time I'll do my own gameplay.
Gave up the wall and wrapped you.
I just did my own gameplay last time, so I was trying to mix it up. Do like one of their gameplays, one of my own gameplay.
Brandon, you see the hot
He's
angle?
1 HP.
Hit first shot, so that's why he kept on beaming. This thing's like an AR.
Two
He's
mid.
holding his
What's up there?
stairs.
Please shout me,
He's
because I want to rip
ironing
this.
it.
If you miss that first shot, you're done.
Push you, Coop.
Came out, he weak. Dead.
Holy
They
fuck, bro.
cannot come out bottom. They cannot come out. I have it.
I love you, boys. Jen and going third.
Brandon, if you sit right here,
I just got
you can
sound
see
board.
bottom market and not be seen from third. So help your teammate and not get shot.
Where?
Right there where I pinged. But like,
OP
you
is
see-
mental note.
Yeah.
W.
Bro, I'm looking at my fucking. Oh my
Bro,
God.
I want to see some raw gameplay. Sorry, I should have watched these beforehand. It's just when I see Dashy, I already know the gameplay's crazy if it's on YouTube.
Bottom side.
B cut. He's holding B cut lane.
I hit a Kobe, by the way.
Don't
worry, that's a Kobe.
Try to watch where they do the nade spots too and where they look and if they jump when they nade or not. And then if they get a connection on there, then you can just practice that exact nade. Go in a private match, practice your nades over and over. Get like a dummy, get a friend or something. Practice your nades a lot. Whoever puts in a lot of time in the private match while watching the videos and things will become a better player because a lot of this is game sense.
Dead.
Obviously, you got to be able to shoot straight, which you can just go in private match still and shoot against bots until you shoot straight. Because the way to get better is with practice, so just go into a private match and shoot against bots over and over and over and over, and you know you're good. Like say you average 20. Oh my fucking God.
Closet. Backside bus.
What?
They could have climbed over. One's yellow. And the rest are climbing.
What?
I got naded.
Brand's experiencing what it means to get bullshitted.
That guy's insane.
What?
But if you average 20 kills a game,
I'm running this shit.
that means you're only getting about into 20 gunfights of practice, or maybe let's say like 40 engagements a game. So it's only like 40 engagements of practice that you're really, you know, practicing with the gun. But if you go in a private match, and you kill like 1,000 bots, that's like 1,000 engagements that you're practicing, given the bots aren't going to be slide canceling, jumping, snaking, and shit like that, but you can kind of get your aim on point. Bro, he just knows exactly where they're exactly at.
It's gonna be red. The rest of them spawn back here on me.
So he sees his teammates on the point, sees his teammate on the top right and the bottom right. So he knows the enemies have to be spawning on the dumpster side. They're probably going to be flooding through the dumpster. So that's why he's watching this. He knows they're going to be crossing through here. And if they don't, he can call that out to his teammates. Then they know exactly where they're at. That means they're probably on absent or they're spawning back and they just got a weird spawn.
I have warrior mid.
He didn't see anyone.
They can't go green. They can't
He
go
didn't call them out because he's not super trying. But he knows they're on the app side now and they're still pushing old. I guess old is, you know, 40 seconds, so it's still new, but you know what I mean. God damn it.
green. If I get Hearthstone again, bro.
Oh my god, top AC pop. Looking for you 3-star.
I'm back to you too. Back left, absolute group.
I swear I'm actually pulling this gun out for like picks across the map on some of these maps. I'm being dead f***ing serious.
See, you just gotta hit first shot. A lot of it is too, you're aiming with the left stick.
Yo, are we f***ing for real?
Bro, imagine being this good.
Actually?
Sometimes I don't even like pay attention to what he's doing. I just am amazed with the accuracy.
I'm playing for his teammates. I'm not gonna. He chased me. He's come back. There's multiple people down there.
Is this shit not broken? Yeah.
Right there, he sees his teammates pushing up. The enemies are on the point, so he's like, okay, there's a good chance that they're behind him. So he checks the common spot. Boom, he gets a kill. Usually when you get one kill, there's always another one. And you always gotta look at the kill feed too. He knows 2 are dead. Always look at the kill feed, and if someone kills you and then your teammates don't kill him, you can be like, so let's say Groot killed Parasite, and then they know that they gotta look for Groot. Groot is somewhere out of the spawn. He's somewhere, so you gotta look for that. Once you kill Groot, you can call out that you killed Groot. Then your teammates are like, okay, you know, he's gone. We know where he's at because we know where he spawned in. Always look at the kill feed. Kill feed gives you all the information. He didn't see anyone. He sees them capture the hard point, so he knows they're spawning back there by the shacks.
And red, bro.
Teammates have that, so
Brennan, you're killing him.
you're just getting the predictions.
Absolutely not. I'm killing in one right now. Sorry.
Bro's accuracy is crazy. Always get a headshot too. Like MCW brings it from like a 320 millisecond TTK down to like 250. Like you won't win a gunfight unless you hit a headshot. Like there's a lot of time where you'll get first shot and you'll still lose because you didn't hit a headshot and the enemy did. That's why like everyone wants headshot multiplier gone because it's stuff like that like right there.
Brandon, remember what I said, bro? 0.
Bro is just so good at hitting that first shot. And if he doesn't hit the first shot, he stops firing and then starts firing again.
You can give me 1.
I got you. Hold up.
You can give me 1. Alright, you can give me 1. Alright, give me 1.
Can I give you one?
Give me 1.
I'll give you the last one. I'll give you the last one.
Bro, how? Look at that. Look at that flick.
I'll give you the last one.
Like I can do that, but it's still crazy.
0 seconds, son.
I have a second.
Brandon.
Okay, well, it looks like it's gonna wrap it up. I'm curious how many kills he got. He got 31. Not a crazy game, but he's just slamming.
We are just running around with the greatest gun that's ever been fucking created.